Alice, I just lost my other mitten. Come here, I want to tell you all about it. Come to me. Okay, so I lost my mitten. Have you ever lost something before?
Yeah.
What have you lost?
My mitt.
Oh no, that's awful. How did you feel?
Happy.
You felt happy when you lost your mitten? And I felt really sad when I lost my mitten. This story is about a boy who lost his mitten. Let me tell you about it. See, here's the mitten. Look at where's the mitten in the picture? Right there. And look at all the animals around it. Why are they in the picture?
Because I want to go in it.
You've read this story before, haven't you? So let's let the camera see this picture too. So we're going through. Once there was a little boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens. Bring the camera over here. From wool as white as snow. Why would he want white mittens?
Because he wanted like the snow.
He wants it to look just like the snow, eh? At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. What a good point. Why wouldn't you be able to find white mittens in the snow?
Because it can't fall. It can go under the snow.
Any mittens could go under the snow, but why white mittens?
White mittens don't go under the snow.
They're the same color as the snow, so you won't be able to see them. So she says if you drop one in the snow, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I'm going to look to see if you're safe and sound, but then I'm going to look to see if you still have your snow white mittens. So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long, oh no, until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow so you could barely see it because it's white and was left behind. What's that? It's a badger! Oh, a mole, sorry, it's a mole. A mole is just a little tiny creature. This is really big. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten, not that yet, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. You know what burrow means? Do you know what burrow means, Alice?
Get warm.
It means to dig in, to get nice and tight in there. He digs into the mitten. You're right, he wants to stay warm. Oh, what's coming next?
A bunny!
Right there. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. Isn't it pretty? It matches the snow. It was then that he saw the mitten, so he wiggled in feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. What are kickers?
Kick.
What are kickers on a rabbit?
He needed to jump.
Yeah, his feet help him to jump. Those are his kickers, his feet, and he's scared that he might kick him with them. Yeah. Next, a hedgehog came shuffling along. Shuffling? What's snuffling along? What's snuffling?
Cuddling.
He's coming down low to the ground. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled. But not being ones to argue with someone covered with
No, I can do
prickles,
like this.
they made room. How did he ever fit in there? Do you think a badger would, a hedgehog would actually fit in there?
How the owl?
Let's see the owl. Oh, as soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. What swooped?
I'm doing this.
Yeah, he flew down. Attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. Please don't. We're going to put those there. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. What are the talons?
I pick up stuff.
Yeah, these things right here. Oh, up through the snow appeared what's this called?
Honey,
A badger.
a badger.
He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, what would he use to dig?
I dig ground.
He probably used his claws to dig. They gave him the thumb. Where's the thumb of the mitten? Can you think of your thumb? Yeah, right at the edge there. Oh, you're right. The fox comes next. It started snowing, but the not yet. We're right here, Alice. But the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox, trotting by, stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle. What's a muzzle?
Poking.
Show me
Face.
his muzzle. Yeah, the front of his face. He poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Would you be scared of the fox's teeth?
Cause he can eat us.
I think so. I don't know if the fox would eat, but he might bite. Oh, what comes next? A great big bear. No way could a bear fit in there. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. But, let's wait, Alice.
Mouse.
Being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. Oh dear, the animals were packed in so tightly. What could they do? But when the animals saw the bear, how could they argue?
Okay.
The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Bubba's good knitting held fast. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into one space left and made herself comfortable. Where did she make herself comfortable? On top of the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled up the nose by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the air and scattered the animals in all directions. So there's the boy, and he's looking for his mitten, and they just sneezed and the mitten went up in the air. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was his lost mitten that the animals had just been in. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Bubba's face in the window. Do you see her face? Where's Bubba? Yeah, that's Grandma. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mittens. But what does she see? What's different about the mittens?
One big, one little.
Why would one be big?
Because all the animals went in there.
So what did they do to the mitten when they went in there?
then stretch it out, and then achoo!
Yeah, they stretched out because they were so big. What do you think the grandma's thinking?
I don't know.
She's puzzled. It looks like she's not sure what happened to that mitten. Well, did you like that story?
Yeah.
Now we're going to do an activity. I have this mitten here, and I have a whole bunch of animals in there. What do you think they are? What do you think are in this mitten? Can you remember the animals in the story? Alice? What animals were in the story? Do you remember? What was the first animal? The mole. There's the mole.
Put it in the mitten.
Yeah, put it in the mitten. You're going to make your own mitten. Do you know how to put yarn through the holes, Alice?
After that, what it may be?
Yeah, then what comes next? Which one of these comes next? Do you remember? I can't find him. Where did he go?
Here.
The badger. Oh, this is the badger. Okay, so in goes the badger. And what comes next? I think we're missing the hedgehog. Did the hedgehog go missing? Or is it just in here already? Oh, there. No. There it is. There's the hedgehog. We didn't even color that one. But you're going to be coloring your own pictures, okay?
I'm gonna color it.
Not yet, Alice. We're going to put all these in. First, you're excited to do the craft, aren't you? In goes that one. And the hedgehog. And the badger. And then the rabbit. And what comes next? The fox.
So I get check.
Yeah, let's check in the book and see. Good idea. There's, what's this one? Hedgehog. Oh, it's the owl next. Good for checking. The owl goes in.
And after the owl is the...
Oh, you already put the badger in. It's okay. Oh, the owl and then the badger.
And
then the fox. And what comes next?
bear.
The bear. And then the mouse. Okay, now we can turn that off. And